Well, hello again, everybody. This is part 2 of the March 3rd Wednesday haul. If you watched the last video, you know that once again my shop screwed up. No diamond. No, I'm sorry, my shop didn't screw up. My shop got screwed, and which screwed me up. No diamond, on time at least. As I picked up my DC books, the FedEx was showing up. But when my shop is the world's largest comic book store, they got a lot of pull lists to put together. So I waited till the end of the day to go pick up my book, and then at that point it was just too late. So here we are. This is part 2. This is the Marvel, and this is the indie stuff. You want to see the DC stuff? Check out the last video. If you were subscribed to the podcast, you'd know that. So let's talk about indie books. There's plenty to talk about because, well, I mean, this is my, there we go. That's my indie stack. Not bad. Pretty modest. Oh, it's a big one, guys. It's a big one. I can't fit all the books in frame, and then not even without the DC books, and you'll find out why. The dog's back. This is number 1. This is something I just got a good feeling about. I just have a good feeling. I think this has a lot of potential. And just, I think that the name sounds rad. The dog's back. Noctera. I actually had the chance to go through and read this, and I gotta say, this book is beautiful. As far as what it's completely about, don't know yet, but that's right on par for Scott Snyder. I will say one thing: regardless of my ignorance as to what's going on in here, I'm intrigued. This is something that I want to stay on. It's beautiful on every level. So I picked up 2. I pre-ordered 2. These are all pre-ordered. None of these books came off the shelf. Just know that. Because you're going to see something later and go, but, yeah. Another book with a lot of potential. Star Wars High Adventures #2. Big first appearance. Lula Talasola says it right there. See, look, meet her. Yeah, no, I'm, there's something to be had here. Probably should have pre-ordered more than 1. I should just add 2 of this entire series to my pull list and have more IDW. We got Beast Wars. Yeah, no, this is my shit. I can't wait to see what Burnham and Bertram do in the second issue. I thought the first issue was absolutely fantastic. It was the perfect introduction to a Beast Wars comic. I dig it. And there could potentially be some new characters popping up in this. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. And honestly, I don't know if I know who a new character is in Beast Wars, because that was 25 years ago. My memory ain't so good after concussions and whatnot. The Walking Dead, number 10. This is deluxe. I blew through this one. This is great, man. This is great. I love this. I love reading The Walking Dead for the first time, like 11 years later. And the last indie book of the week, BRZRKR. Ask me how many variants I picked up. None. I don't have that kind of money to waste. I pre-ordered 3 of the book, but here's the deal: is I pre-ordered this book 2.5 months ago. I wouldn't have pre-ordered 3 of them if I would have known it was going to have a 600,000 plus print run. For I thought I was going to be ahead of the game. Oh man, these Keanu fans are going to go crazy when they... Nah, they made it super mainstream. Everybody and their mother has this book. It's oversaturated the market. I think they're already selling for $3 a piece. Some of them, I think I saw $3 in free shipping on one sale. I could be wrong about that. Regardless, it was definitely $3. This is a $5 book cover price. So day 1 already going. And it's because there's too many of them. People ordered so many so then they can get these incentives, but when a 1 in a 100 incentive is going online for $15, that means there's a shit ton of them. Even the 1 in 1,000, I bet you, 600 of them. That's for a 1 in 1,000. Nah. However, did read the book, and hey, it's pretty neat. I'll give you that. It's Ron Gardney art, so and Matt Kent, killing him, but yeah, yes, I know it has potential. It's already being battled for rights to a movie or whatever. Duh. If you thought for a second this wasn't gonna, you're silly. You're silly. You're new. I don't judge you for that. You're silly. Listen to the show more. Yeah. Nah, you're not gonna be making any money off this anytime soon. 20 years from now, maybe. Maybe if someone's 1,000 copies got thrown away in a divorce or something like that, and there's only 599,000 left, it's going to be difficult to make money off of this one, guys. But if you collect for the sake of your own, cover and all of that stuff, you want the 1 in 50, you want the 1 in 100 because it's for you, then good for you, man. Good for you. I'm not going to slow you down there. I'm just saying if you're trying to make money, that's the last series you're going to look to. Let's talk Marvel. I had some Marvel books come home. I got that. And then all of this. I'll talk about that in a second. Avengers Mech Strike #2. First issue was rad. I dug it. I'm going to keep digging it until it's no longer diggable. And I think it's dig worthy. Avengers number 43. It's part 4 of Enter the Phoenix. It's still kind of don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm a little disappointed, but I also have a lot of faith in Jason Aaron pulling it all together and giving me a hell of a payoff, so I'm okay with it. I'm still reading it. Thunderbolts. I'm going to start shooting these videos in the morning more often. My lighting is awesome. Thunderbolts from the King in Black. This is the best King in Black miniseries out there. It's Matthew Rosenberg killing it. Oh, and Juan Ferreira. Juan Ferreira is an absolute monster on the art in this book. It's so good. This series is awesome. I think this wraps it up too. I think it's only 3 parts. Star Wars High Republic #2. This is the second printing. First appearance of the Nihil, or the Nile. I don't know. I don't pronounce Star Wars made up words good. But yeah, I don't see a lot of these floating around out there yet. Might have to take another look just to be sure. But that tells me that there's some potential for this because, it's a second printing of a first appearance. Could be a lower print run. I know most people go after the issue #1 and then just peter out after that. So, yeah, there could be something to this. Could be. More King in Black. Gwenom vs. Carnage. I mean, the first issue was cool. Now that it's at 3, I'll just go through and speed read through the rest of the series. It's not really something I wanted to anticipate a conclusion to, so yeah. King in Black Handbook. I went through this. This is cool. I didn't go through it in any type of detail at all, but it reads like a D&D handbook in a way. I think they did a great job on this. If you're reading King in Black at all, I think it's worth picking up. I don't think it's something to skip. More King in Black. Another one-shot tie-in, Wiccan and Hulkling. Because, yeah, that needed to happen. I don't know. These little symbiote monsters here, they're like an Iz meets a xenomorph. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can make that out. But Power Pack is getting dropped after this week. This is issue #4. I'll probably pick up #5 and then drop it just to have the first 5 issues. I haven't read the series. I have no interest in the series. The only reason I originally picked it up is because I thought it was falling into the Hickman Dawn of X universe. It's not. There's not a Lica-Krakoan text in here. Hellions #10. Because this is a Dawn of X book, and that's why it stays on the pull list. I'm not really reading Hellions. It is what I call an apocalypse pull, though. It's something that I will go through and check out eventually. In the days when books aren't being distributed again, if that ever happens. God, I hope that. But that's what that deck is. And then this Peach Momoko. The Momoko verse is what I've heard it being told. Shame on you. Is there some value to this book? Potentially. This is her first interior artwork. I haven't read it. I have no intention on reading it. I'm not a Momoko fan. I think she's done a couple of cool covers, but other than that, just not my style of art. Not my style. And to do a Japanese style X-Men book, I could really give a shit. And non-canonical, so I have no draw to this in any way, shape, or form. With that being said, it's going to get slabbed. It's going to get sold when something happens with Momoko's name again. I don't know. It's just not really... Eesh. Not for me. And now, that big old stack. It's all the same book. I went all in on Star Wars High Republic #3. Picked up 25 of them. 25. 25. Is there money to be made off of it immediately? No. I mean, I could sell them at cover price and make 40% on them because of my discount. But no, I don't go all in to sell books at cover price. I also had to get the 20. You thought I was going to... But Brian, why would you get 25 of something if you weren't going to get the 1 in 25 instead? Well, I would do that. So that's what I did. This book for $35-45, not a bad come up in for $2.70, but that's not this book hasn't even come close to its peak. This is a sleeper book. This is a sleeper book that I've dedicated an entire short box to. I know something's gonna happen with this. It's a big first appearance of I'd say I just can't pronounce it. It's like I would kind of imagine this era's version of like a Sith level type of shithead. Legion of shitheads. Not a specific person, but like a group, like the Nihil or Nile, like in issue #2. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna read 1 through 3 now. See if I can get a better grasp of the High Republic world. But overall, I'm gonna sit on this one, and I know it's just a matter of time before we get a High Republic animated series. And when that happens, or if not a live action series, oh man, if a live action series happens with High Republic or a movie, this book, out the door, through the roof, putting a kid through college, baby. This is the first time I've actually gone all in on a book like this, and it makes it a little easier considering that I have no personal, I need to have it in my collection type of draw, so yeah, gonna be a lot of fun. Alright, that's it. It's been a huge week as per usual. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next Wednesday. Cheers.